Hello, and welcome to another episode of Writing in Cars with Books. I'm Jaclyn.
And I'm Phillip.
And today we are discussing Iyanu, Child of Wonder, Volume 1 by Roye Okupe. Ta-da!
Look at you go.
And what is it about, you may ask?
What is it?
Iyanu is a teenage orphan with no recollection of her past. Suddenly, she discovers that she has abilities that rival the ancient deities spoken of in the folklore of her people. It is these abilities that are the key to bringing back an age of wonders as Iyanu brings her journey to save a world on the brink of destruction. The corrupt, cursed wildlife and strange divine beasts are determined to destroy humanity unless Iyanu can stop them. And we don't even really get that far into this book, so there's a lot more to come.
Yeah.
So it is fantasy, superhero type-esque with African culture and folklore, mythology.
And politics. Oh my God, the politics.
Yes. It was originally published by Unique Studios, and then now they have their own imprint at Dark Horse. And this is volume 1, obviously, and there's 5 out so far.
Yes.
Maybe more. We'll see. But there's definitely
5 out.
There's definitely 5. My first impression of reading this is it felt like a video game, and she was our, what is it called?
Player 1?
Yeah, she's player 1. The art style, I think, made me think of video game for some reason, but it makes sense how this would become a show. I can see how this would be a really good TV show.
It did become a show on Cartoon Network / HBO. Right.
Yeah. So I'm curious to watch that and see how that translates to TV. What did you think?
No, what did you think? You go.
I really liked it. I like the mystery of who she is and what her powers mean. A lot of the politics felt very relevant to today in our climate, even here in the U.S. And I know this takes place in like a fictitious Nigeria.
It says long ago.
Long ago.
It says long ago at the beginning.
Yoruba land.
That's right.
But I really like it, and I like how I can see where the story is going to go. Or I don't know what I'm trying to say. But no, I enjoyed it. I just want to know more about her and what her past was and what her powers mean and how she can save her people. And why are they so mean to her? Because she lives in the forest.
Well, I mean, because once again, it's political, right? Like, so the way this is set up from this setting that we originally see from like the king of, I don't know what the name of the land is. Huh? Ilu. And they live inside 2 sets of walls. And so the people who live in the first set of walls is like in a different class. The people who live in the second set of walls are the working class. And if you're in that set of walls, if the people in the inner walls see you, they basically treat you.
You have to pay a toll to get into the inner walls.
Yeah. Like they treat you like certain ways, and a way for them to get rid of some of the lower class people that they don't like, they just make it where any type of crime, you're exiled. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what it is, and they throw you outside all the walls, which is a whole different thing.
Yeah. So this is the first map, and so she lives in the forest that is technically inside the wall, and so people outside think she's an inner, but really she's not.
I mean, she is. She's safe from what's on the other outside, but she's not the class from the inner wall.
But because they don't really let people in and out, there's a lot of overpopulation, there's malnourishment, there's a lot of problems starting to happen. Correct. And they don't want to do anything about it because they're like, this is how it's always been. So a lot of the people in power are stuck in their old ways.
Right. And they don't want to lose power.
Right.
So once again, you let in new ideas, you let in new people, there's a chance you lose your power because I'm going to control this. But it's...
And a new king is in power because the old one passed away.
Passed away.
And
they say passed away.
And there's people speaking up for change, and they're like, nah, we ain't doing that. But this
But
is a bigger picture. So
there's a lot that goes on in this book. Like, it's about her, but you need the context of everything that they do. So there's just as much in this book about the political climate inside the walls as there is about her. But the setup is there.
The world building is amazing.
But you don't lose her, which is what I find very interesting.
I like the maps. It's like Ilu is very tiny up here, and then you have all of this unknown that we're going to discover probably in the later volumes.
And there's a pages and pages of just how he built out this world.
Yeah, each chapter we get like this little piece of history, and like Yorubaland used to refer to the region or world our story takes place in. This is very intentional. Even though it's fictional, it is heavily based on the Yoruba people. And then in the very back, you get like basically a timeline on how he created all of this, and it's fascinating.
But anyway, back to her and the book. We like talk about her some.
That's still part of the book.
I know.
She's got her little bow and arrow.
So basically, we don't really know a whole lot about her. She's an orphan. She lives outside the main inner wall.
In the forest.
But there is...
with her adoptive mom.
There's a mystical component to this where magic has died. But there's a lore, just like every lore, that one day somebody will come back with that power to save everyone.
And she's the chosen one.
And basically, she's that person. But the people in power want her dead because they could lose power. And she doesn't know any of this. She doesn't understand what her powers are doing because, typical adult.
She's
You're
a child.
You're a child. We'll explain all this to you later, even from her, like adoptive stepmom. Yeah. We'll explain all this later. You don't need to worry about it.
And how much does she know that she's not sharing? But
there's a lot that she knows that she's not sharing.
Yeah, but she has these visions, right? And you just imagine like where her power stems from, and she has no idea how it works, how to use it, anything.
But there's another issue outside all the walls where the animals become corrupt.
Yeah, I said that in the.
And then but her adoptive stepmother can help those animals, but. Iyanu, I can't say her name correctly, I'm sorry. Can you say her name again?
Iyanu,
she has inherent powers to be able to stop these corrupted animals. And once again, it scares everyone because people can do these things, and once again, people in power just want them dead. Because, hey.
And the working people are basically on strike. Yeah.
Their demands. But they know stuff too, right? We don't know what they know yet, but we know that they know something's not right.
we know that they know
that they know, but the people in power don't know.
Yeah. I'm curious to see where it's going to go because it kind of leaves you in a like, what the heck moment at the very end.
But I will say, it is another magic returns to the universe story is what it is. But it is handled in a really good way.
And all the power is in the child.
Yeah. Like I initially wasn't really sure how well I would like this because I knew there was going to be a lot of politicking.
I didn't know it was going to be politicking
involved, but once again, it's all handled so well. Like every aspect of it is handled very well.
And
I thought it was. I thought the pacing and everything was very well. The art is excellent.
Great graphic novel for kids.
I mean, sure. Yeah, it could be. It's easily an all ages book. There's nothing. There's nothing in there that would be in any.
It's very
animated.
real world.
Oh,
even though it's fantasy, it's stemmed in real world.
Oh, it's kind of hard not to be stemmed in real world. Like, it's just, real world is everywhere.
Yeah, but now I want to go watch the show.
It's
animated.
I'm just ready to see read the second volume.
Yeah. So we have all 5.
I know.
Okay. Iyanu, Child of Wonder, Volume 1.
You recommend it?
I would recommend it.
From Dark Horse.
Roye,
Okupe.
yeah. Volume 1. It's 5 single issues. Pretty quick read. It gets more wordy as you go because of the politicking, as you would say.
Yeah, and I think Dark Horse is only releasing it as the trades, right? They didn't do they? I don't think Dark Horse did the single issues. I think that was the other.
Yeah, that was Unique Studios.
That was Unique Studios released it as single issues. Dark Horse now is only releasing it in trades, so it is basically being released as a graphic novel.
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.